The Galgo Español, or Spanish Greyhound, once a dog of royalty, is now one of the most persecuted dog breeds in the world. It is estimated that 45,000 to as many as 100,000 are killed each year in Spain, and many more are abused and abandoned. In spite of harsh treatment at the hands of man, this resilient breed is very forgiving. Many Galgos in the shelter seek out human attention and affection. But for others, the emotional scars of past traumas run too deep. These are the broken ones. They will require time, patience, and training to learn to trust humans again. They are the reason we came to Spain, to share our knowledge of working with fearful dogs, but we had no idea just how much we would learn about this beautiful breed and the dedicated people who work so hard to save them.
Hola, my name is Julie Dorcio Skirka, and I am the founder of this Unbreaking program. And I have the honor of bringing our whole team here to the shelter in Spain. I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly. Foundation Benjamin Mehnert, as close as I can get. We are here because Amanda and Travis from Love, Hope, Believe, Galgo Adoption started introducing us to the problems that the Galgos are experiencing here, and thought that our program would be of help to them in their shelter, to be able to help the dogs place and to have a better transition period, because many of the Galgos are very fearful of people. And when we got here, we didn't know exactly what we were going to expect. And after this week of being here with these incredible people, we have nothing but the most utmost respect for these people who work. It seems like they work endless hours, and they have so much love in their hearts, and so endless amounts of work and effort to educate the public. But the compassion and the love that they share for these animals to try to save them is beyond what I ever thought we were going to be involved in.
The shelter compound is quite large and surrounded by a tall fence topped with razor wire to keep those out who would harm or steal the Galgos. Our view from the guest house was of the infirmary and kennels to the left and the exercise pens to the right. The sound of dogs barking became our constant companion throughout the week. We were surprised to learn that this would continue throughout the nighttime too. In spite of a large number of dogs on site and a lean staff, the shelter is run efficiently and is very clean. Throughout the day, groups of dogs take turns in the outdoor patios for exercise and playtime. We became fascinated with a phenomenon that we had never seen before. When the kennel staff called each group of dogs in from the patio, they would run in and each would go to their proper kennel. Well, in most cases anyway, but it was really interesting to watch.
Hi, I'm Leanne, and I'm one of the program directors for the Unbreaking. And I came to Spain to help with the shelter program. That's one of my specialties, is working with shelters. So I came to teach both volunteers and staff to help them with behavior and training here at the shelter.
With Leanne heading up the training team, the first order of business was to meet with Alberto, the lead trainer, to develop an action plan and to start to learn about specific dogs and issues where help was needed.
Little shy. You're not little shy. Yes. Little, but not bad. Okay. So clicker hand, treat hand, food. Okay. So click.
He waited, patience. So if the dog is nothing, so you don't use. Give her another chance to go back and wait.
Ah, very good. Y cuando se muevan 1, 2, 3, 4. Muy bien. Es posible para hacer con.
Hi, my name is Dr. Fia Jokala. I'm the behavior consultant for the Sound Beginning program. I'm a veterinarian, and I came to try to share my knowledge about how medication can help the very fearful dogs. Treating fearful dogs involves a lot more than medication. It involves the work of the whole Sound Beginning team.
We are fortunate to have Dr. Jokala and vet tech Liz Geisen on our team. While on site, they helped out in the vet clinic with medical cases. They also presented a classroom session on using medicine to help with managing fear and behavior.
Painful things, not the same as a pinch or a bite, but what happens in the brain when you're fearful, that suffering, that mental anguish is very, very painful. Probably all the time.
This dog was found in a ditch and left for dead. She's covered with fang wounds. Liz and Dr. Jokala have been working on her rehab the entire time we've been here. Today,
In the afternoon, the training team would work with dogs. In addition to Galgos, we also worked with Podencos, one of the oldest hound breeds in Spain. Sadly, there are many Podencos in the shelter too. We worked with puppies who were at a crucial stage of their development, and in some cases, we would just sit in the kennels with fearful dogs to get them accustomed to human contact.
So he's seeking out attention when previously he was afraid to interact. So now he's moving forward on his own to touch her hand, because the touch means I'm going to get a treat. So he touches her hand, he gets a treat. And he might go back to Lisa. He did go back to Lisa. So that's what he's learned in what? Working with some Galgos. Ready? So drop the treat. When the dog moves forward, the handler moves forward. Drop the treat, dog moves forward, handler moves forward. Easy way. This is facing the dog. Drop the treat, move back. When the dog approaches, drop the treat, move back.
Now we're going to work on the get it cue.
You're right, though. It would be a whole lot easier without her. Okay, Lisa's going to try again without the little one. And again, he's eating, and she has her hand underneath his chin. We barely touch. We don't put any pressure on, and he can walk away when he wants. And he comes back for more. Yay, Ana Carlo.
The sound beginning music was introduced into the kennels, and the transformation from barking to silence was incredible. Going forward, the music will be played in the afternoon to give the dogs a quiet siesta time.
This has turned out to be a most rewarding venture.
The people here are incredible, and this has been a really cool experience.
The Spanish people here, the volunteers, are so welcoming.
They're so dedicated, so gentle with the animals.
Like, this is the most incredible thing I have ever been a part of in my entire life.
They are doing a fantastic job with how they care for the dogs, how they take care of everything.
They do a wonderful job here. Absolutely blown away by the experience.
This is a shelter that is like no other that I've seen before.
And I know that going forward, they're going to do everything that they can to make these animals' lives happier, healthier, safer.
Because there are people here who really care, which is great because it shows that there's hope for the future.
And it was just an honor and a pleasure to be able to share our work with fearful dogs here with these people and these Galgos.
I think that we've planted some really good seeds.
We came here to teach them things about positive reinforcement, how to work with the fearful dogs. But in the reality is, I think I learned more than I taught.
And it was a really incredible experience staying in a guest house in the middle of a shelter.
First of all, I don't appreciate having to try to sleep when 500 dogs are also right outside my bedroom.
I've never been with people that talked more about dogs 24/7.
It's a little loud here in the evenings.
And I just want to say I love the cat room too. It's my happy place.
But I feel very lucky to have experienced it. The people here are incredible. The work they do is incredible. Their patience and the love for the Galgo. I think it's taught us all a lot, and it's just been a wonderful experience.
And we're going to go home and do our absolute utmost, strongest ability to be able to help these people, to help the Galgos. We want to be part of this effort. It's very important. Gracias.
So, adios.
Home is where the heart is, baby. Tonight my heart is home. Home is where I am tonight. No matter where I roam, home is what I feel inside. Though I may be miles and miles away, all I have to do is shut my eyes. I'm home. To come to when you've had to me, and baby, what I mean to you. And everybody finds a way to reach your home someday. And don't you think, I think it's time to come home. Come home, yeah. I wanna be there for you, well, even when I'm not here for you. And let me know that you know you got a place to come to when you've had enough. And if you're all alone, I wanna be your, I wanna be your home. Yeah, I wanna be your home. And on the lonely nights, just close your eyes and you'll be home. And you'll be home. Now when your thoughts are all lonely and you think there's nobody who really cares for you, but you know that, hey, I know you're wrong. And hey, can you hear the voices calling? Yeah, calling you home. And don't you think that it's time, time to come home? Time to come home. I think it's time.